I shoot a lot for Cosmopolitan and housekeeping, Good Housekeeping as well. So.
For you like Cosmopolitan?
Yeah, I'm a stylist.
You work for Cosmo here.
Yeah, and for Good Housekeeping.
I worked with the original Helen Gurley Brown.
Because my mother-in-law has copies of it from 1970, like all Good Housekeepings from about the 70s, and they're amazing.
Those were the best years of my life.
It's so different to what it is now.
Yes, that was the time, and you know, it was a tough time for women. Don't think that it was easy for women to break in. I had a heck of a time. The men were not very kind because they didn't want a woman to break into advertising. Editorial, you had plenty, but not in the advertising. But I did work for them, and I found Helen was my biggest supporter. She was not an easy woman, but if she knew you were her friend, she was your friend. And I'll never forget my career at that time. It was really great. And now I'm here with another career with Ari Cohen and Advanced Style.
My actual question is, do you ever wear the same full outfit head to toe more than once?
How did I what?
Do you wear the same outfit head to toe more than once? Like how often do you wear it all?
Oh, I do. But I have many things that I put together. That I always wear another scarf. I put this together. The pearls with a big pin. I told you before, get yourself a big piece of jewelry. You see what it does for you? That's it. So you can do that. I'm not wearing my bracelets. I have them at home, but I have large bracelets. And I always have a wonderful bag, which if you've seen the film, I'm leaving for my granddaughter. I have 2 of them. Okay, anything else you'd like to know?
I always repeat, for me it's a painting, and once the painting is complete, that's the painting.
I usually don't. I'll mix it up any number of times and try different ways to assemble the parts.
I start with a monochromatic because it's easiest. If you wear all black or all brown or all blue, and then you just decorate with a wonderful jacket or a wonderful hat or wonderful jewelry or a scarf, it's much easier, and it works. It always works. You can't make a mistake. You look taller, slimmer if you wear one color and then start decorating yourself. And I see this hat. That's amazing right there. I mean, it's very hard to take my eyes off that. Yes, I mean, it's wonderful. Here she has this great hat on, and you immediately are drawn to it.
Lynn, do you wear the same thing twice, they were asking?
Do I wear the same thing? Of course I do. I wear the same thing. In fact, if I'm in an outfit, I could wear it 4 days in a row, but don't tell anybody. As long as I change my underpants, my bra. Yes, absolutely, I could wear the same thing. Because this is a costume for me. This is how I dress. I dress, fashion says me too, and style says only me. And this is it.
This isn't a question. Is it on?
Yeah, keep going.
Sorry. This isn't really a question. This is just more of a statement. I think that people have like learned from watching you guys from the beginning, and I think for me it's a personal one. So our grandma is the most stylish woman that we know. I feel like I'm swallowing the microphone. She's the most stylish woman that we know. And she, for as long as we can remember, used to pick us up from school wearing, you know, a green leather hat and a green leather, Mac and some green leather trousers or something.
Where is she?
Well, actually, you were in Edinburgh once. I tried to hook you up with her when she was in Glasgow. That's us. Yeah, we're the vintage jewellery people. Yeah.
Oh my God. Their grandmother is
Yeah,
so amazing.
she's quite amazing, and she reminds me of all of you guys. And I think that we've always accepted it, and we've always, been inspired by it. But I actually think that it's a really, really nice opportunity now for the rest of the, the world. So, yes, I'm just saying a statement.
Tell them what
Sisters,
you do. Because they'll like your work.
Well, we sell vintage jewellery. This is my mother here. This is Susan Kaplan. We've chatted on social media before, but you guys, if you want to come to Camden, come and see us, and then come and see this one too.
Absolutely, wonderful.
If you want to see Camden, you should come and pop in. But yeah, so thank you, basically.
Thank you.
Wow. The lady up there.
Thank you, ladies, for the marvellous film, and to you, Erin, too. I wanted to ask you, what do you ladies feel about the changing textiles now. Most of you are wearing vintage clothes, I would imagine. No. But what do you think about modern textiles?
Horrible,
Yes,
horrible, horrible.
exactly.
I mean, really, everybody, there's too much of everything. Too much junk that people don't care. Just bail it out. Just keep doing it. Keep selling it. There's no beauty anymore, and people are just not caring, and everybody looks the same, and it's really lost the elegance, the charm, the uniqueness that we all try to have, and we do have it.
I think it's very hard to find 100% pure cotton, linen, silk, wool. Everything is mixed with polyester, and the quality of the hand is terrible. So,
well, for myself, I don't wear synthetic material, so I'm always looking in thrift shops for leather everything, cotton everything, silk, cashmere, and so on. And I buy materials really as a preservation, because I can buy fabrics, cashmere or wool or silk or anything, just so that it's an investment for me. Then I know that I have it, and one day, like one of you ladies said, that it takes 7 years to create an outfit, so I could keep a piece of material for 20, 30 years, and one day it will still be an outfit ready, waiting for me to go to the tailor.
Cotton, for instance, is getting so expensive to make. They're not allowing themselves to make something in cotton unless they have a synthetic added to it. And unfortunately, this is what's happening.
Yeah, but there's also a great movement in upcycling clothes now. So you can use old materials and upcycle and restyle.
I hope so.
Excuse me, may I just have a
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm wearing synthetic, and I really love it. It doesn't bother me at all. It's wonderful. I forgot what it's called. But there are wonderful fabrics that are synthetic. Not all of them are terrible. Not everything is terrible. You still have to be able to pick and choose,
Let's go to the back.
As a man in the audience, I feel the need to thank you very much. I can't remember smiling all the way through a film for a long time, and it's great. And all the questions I was thinking of asking have been answered about where you might go next in terms of other cities, and about whether you might feature men as well. So I just wanted to thank you, and I also wanted to thank you, I think, for one of the really important messages for me, and my mum, who we brought back down to London.
Beautiful.
She's 80, just a couple of weeks ago. And, I just want to reiterate one of your messages, which is never too late.
That's right.
Never too late to start, and if you've got it in you, you've got the desire, you should express it.
That's wonderful. Well, your mother is sitting right next to my very best friend, who's 87 years old, and we travel together all over the world, and she came with me on this trip. And they both look terrific.
Last couple of questions, everyone.
This isn't so much a question as a bit of a statement. I think it's a very exciting and extraordinarily creative time that we're in, and we can cross the Atlantic, and we can share, and we can realise that we're different and also unique. That we've got something really special. And I feel that when I dress up, and I now do it every day. And I've met Harry before, and it was wonderful just meeting him for 10 minutes outside Phoenix, and he photographed me last time you were over. So I've become kind of a bit of a fan. And I just dress up all the time now, and people come to me and say how much it gives them a lift. And they come and celebrate life with me, and I say, well, let's all do this, let's encourage this. Let the older women, the old witches, we have magic, we have real power, old witches. And I think we are the elders, the new elders of our society. We need to take a lead. We need to show the young people that they don't have to conform, that there's ways of doing things which are a lot of fun and actually help the whole of society. And I'm very, very, very glad I met you, Ari. Thank you. And I hope there's a lot more collaboration.
Yeah. I just want to say one thing. Deborah says in the film that a lot of her philosophy is based on the fact that style is healing, and I really took that to heart. You know, dressing up makes you feel good. And our film is not obviously purely about fashion and style. It's about the attitude of these women who so graciously traveled to Toronto and now here and have all this. I mean, they've been going out in London and doing more than Lina and I have been doing, and it's really incredible to see how much, you know, spirit and vitality they have. And their clothes are really the outside, but inside they're just as vibrant as the clothes that they wear. And that's the message that Lina and I wanted to, you know, hopefully give to you guys, because everyone comes up to them and wants to know, oh, give me a style secret, but it's so much more than that. It's so much how they live their lives, and when I met them, how open they were and how, you know, ready they were to like take the world by storm and hopefully help people change their attitude towards aging. And thank you, ladies, for that.
Thank you.
It's not about age. It doesn't matter. 69 or 81 or 59 or 91. It's just, you guys are always ready. You just never stopped. And that's what's inspiring, I think. They could be dressed in, what if we just had only potato bags to wear, you know? They would still be the best dressed girls in town.
I don't know if I like it.
Okay, we only got time for a couple more.
Can I just ask? I'm also a stylist, and I'm also a stylist, and I work with many women for all ages. My oldest client is 81, and there's a lot of problems with women finding clothes that make them feel young on the high street, and I just wondered if you'd have ever thought of designing a range for older women with the long sleeve and the right hemline and the right body shape.
Well, I do. We do design things for older women, just like, it's not older women, it's just really being comfortable and wonderful. Last night somebody said, do you wear Spanx? No, I would die before I'd wear Spanx. I'm not going to be uncomfortable. I have a little belly, but I know how to cover it. I wear caftans, I wear big tops. There's always something you can get. And another thing I wanted to say is, with an outfit like this lady's wearing, everybody's going to love it. Not everybody's going to love it. People cannot understand certain things. And so you must be able to take a chance and have somebody say, I don't like what you look like. You have to have the confidence to be able to listen to that. Don't be afraid that everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like you. But as long as most people do and you love yourself, that's the most important thing. You have to love what you're doing. If you don't have a good time and you don't have fun with it, forget it.
Can I ask how come it took a year and a half to edit? How much footage did you have?
250 hours. So
you practically live with that. Everybody lives with that.
But talk about why it...
You must have another film in the film.
Yes, every single one of them could have a film on their own, easily. Well,
Has anyone thinking of doing that? Especially as there's lightweight equipment, and I mean, of any age you can carry a camera these days. It's ageless as well, the filmmaking, I think.
So what are you saying? Should we make 5 more?
They can film each other. No, I don't know. But your one-woman show.
We have on my we have a Vimeo and a YouTube. Lina on her website. We've done little interviews with all of them.
Is the show on there? The one-woman show.
Sephora's one-woman show.
I have it. You can.
She travels the world with it. If you Google Sephora Solomon, Fabric of My Life, she has a great show. But yeah, I mean, Lina could have told each one of these ladies' stories from birth till now, and they have incredible stories to tell. And
it was a big job to decide what goes and what doesn't, and we had way more of the ladies. We probably had 13, and then you decide, you know, what tells the most cohesive message. And for all of you here, you probably are, most of you, style savvy and interested in style. I wanted anybody to look at this film from any part of the world and feel something about it. Men and women, and any age. That was the biggest issue. How do we tell this story that I'm so inspired by and I'm besotted by these women, but which story which stories start to interlock and tell that one story that is the most meaningful for us all? Again, for me, probably. And then do the rest of the audience gets it? And my mom, who's 62 in Lithuania, watching a trailer in English, and I'm just translating to her over Skype, just watching how she watches it, and next day turning on to her on Skype, and she has fake eyelashes on. That was the message. Oh yeah, and certain moments you'll be able to find on DVD extras, such as Sex at 80 with George Scarpati.
Read it, it's great.
And on that note of false eyelashes, I'm afraid we're going to have to finish. I just want to say thank you so much to all of you, to all of our guests. We've had such a wonderful time talking to you tonight.
So many lovely ladies here, dressed with beautiful hats, that I'm in love with.